Picture this. It's past midnight. The city is quiet. And your phone lights up with a hush-hush link. Liz Truss exclusive. A warning line flashes before you even tap. Make sure you're alone before you look. Curiosity wins. You open and the first frame hits like a drumbeat. In a sun-bleached studio, Liz stands tall in a sculptural white one-piece dress with architectural cutouts that trace her silhouette like a blueprint. Shoulders back, chin lifted, she rakes a hand through her hair while the camera's shutter stitches the air with quick, precise clicks. In an empty room, confidence becomes the furniture. Swipe. You're in a minimalist attic studio wash with early morning light. Through the skylight, dawn pours in clear, honest, flattering. Liz faces a window in a linen wrap skirt and a softly draped bandeau, the fabric tied low and neat like a sailor's knot. Eyes closed, she tilts her head into the warmth, a quiet duet of calm and vulnerability. The floorboards murmur, the breeze stirs, and you can almost feel cool glass under your fingertips. No theatrics, just breath, posture, and presence. The next frame pivots to noir, black and white. A single overhead lamp carves light into geometry. Against a charcoal backdrop, she angles one arm across her torso and threads the other overhead, the lines clean and deliberate. Without color, the image is pure structure. Collarbone, jawline, shoulder plane. Honesty reads louder than volume here. The stillness is its own kind of thunder. You can hear the soft pop of a single flash and the studio settling back into hush, then salt air. A rocky headland at sunset. Wrapped in a silk scarf that moves like water, she stands with waves colliding into spray below. Wind teases her hair into wild commas while the horizon melts from lavender to rose. It's not about spectacle. It's about scale, how a solitary figure can hold her ground when the world roars. You taste the brine, you feel the grit of wind on your cheeks, and you realize vulnerability turns sublime when it refuses to flinch. Another twist, mirror time. A marble corridor, tall columns, a gilded frame. She lifts her phone for a single, candid shot. Minimal makeup, tailored blazer slightly undone. The kind of half smile that says caught, but in control. The reflection doubles the moment. Architecture, symmetry, and the small truth that authenticity often beats choreography. Somewhere out of frame, footsteps echo. The tap of a shutter is a whisper. Evening settles. Lanterns wake along a terrace beside a still reflecting pool. On a lily-white daybed, Liz reclines in a satin, nude tone gown with a sheer, fully lined overlay. The fabric skims, the lines lengthen, the scene exhales. She lifts a flute of bubbles and the lantern light slides across the water, tracing glyphs of brightness over stone. Nothing here shouts. Everything chooses its word carefully. Its elegance with a quiet certainty, like a verdict delivered in a whisper. By the time you've moved through every chapter, the stark studio, the attic light, the monochrome hush, the wind-struck coast, the marble mirror, the lantern terrace, you understand the warning. Not because the gallery is risky, but because it is arresting. These aren't just pictures. They're a blueprint for presence, for design that serves the wearer, for discipline dressed as grace, for a public figure refusing to be flattened into a headline. If any frame sparked something, drop a like. Share with friends who collect power portrait moments. Comment with the shot that owned your scroll. Dawn through the skylight, the single lamp noir, the lantern glow on water. And hit the bell so the next time a late night link lands with that open if you dare energy, you're here for it. Thanks for watching. Hold your ground, choose your lines, and let your presence do the talking.